Start the morning right with a cup of Vinyl Tap. Nothing beats the refreshing taste of a hot, warm mug of Vinyl Tap. Enjoy your podcast in liquid form today. Vinyl Tap. Enjoy responsibly.
2, 1.
Vinyl Tap.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jason.
And we just listened to 1000 gecs by 100 gecs.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Fucking what is a
That's
geck?
a factor. Okay, so a factor of 10 gecs has been added to the
Increased,
album. So the story goes
learning math and
that
Vinyl Tap.
so from what I've gathered, 100 gecs is a duo. It consists of Dylan and Laura, and the story goes that Laura was ordering a gecko online and accidentally ordered 100 geckos. I don't know what her intention with the gecko was. Perhaps it was a pet. Perhaps it was a meal. I don't know.
Perhaps it was a meal.
But she ordered 100 of them.
So she got 100 gecs.
Yeah.
So they divided them 50-50.
Well, I don't know if they actually got the gecs.
Literally 50-50.
I just read the headline, bro. Like,
right, so then they were like, fuck it. Why stop at 100? Let's increase it by a factor of
1,000
10.
gecs. Okay, so that's that story. And here's the album.
It was incredible. This is straight up one of my most favorite albums. This is a contender for the year's best album.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Very strong feelings.
Yeah, straight up.
Pretty mixed on it. I'm strongly mixed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I've got strong feelings one way and the other.
We've got lamb, we've got chicken.
Yep.
Simultaneously.
A lot of lamb, a lot of chicken, a lot of
Love
wet.
your kebab references.
I love kebab reference. Anytime you're feeling mixed, it's perfect.
How about you? Are you mixed?
No, I generally liked it. But not as strongly as you. But it was like, there was mostly good. I don't think there was really anything that I was like, oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not really. This was very much kind of what I expected it to be in a lot of ways.
Yep.
There were a few surprising things, and those were the things I think I liked the most.
Yep.
Few
I think
surprising.
that goes for me as well.
What did you not like about it, Tim?
Um,
We'll start with the negatives first, and then we'll talk about why it's the best album of the year.
You've gone 2 years without knowing about this album. How do you feel?
Pretty bad, to be honest.
he's down bad. I understand. At least I think I understand that a lot of it is parodical of popular genres. That's what I was picking up, especially
Yeah.
lyrically and melodically, perhaps, because a lot of the vocal melodies across the album are nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
Right? It's the simplest fucking thing you could possibly write. I think that's the point. I still don't like it. I like it. That catchy stuff. I just don't like it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I don't like it in pop, and I don't like it in this that seems to be satirizing pop. I assume that's what it's doing. If it's not satirizing and it's just it's genuinely an attempt to create a compelling melody, then it's shit. But I assume that it's satire.
Right. Because I had to think about this while I was listening to it, especially...
That's the point of the podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
Well
It was
done
weird.
for doing the
No-
bare minimum.
Normally I don't. That was crazy. No. So, I think gecgecgec was pretty.
That's only 3 geckos.
That's only 3. Wait, which one was the most geck?
Hang on, what do you
mean?
Do you mean I Need Help Immediately? The one that's like just off the walls, complete random nonsense? Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah. The intro to this sounds like the kind of shit that goes on in my head during a fever dream. Yeah. So when we got to this, I was like, I couldn't. Even if it is satirizing or not satirizing, I think it kind of has gone beyond that question now. Like it's become
something else.
It's just become something else entirely. And then when I was like, cool, like I don't even need to consider whether this is satire or not. It just elevated a whole bunch more because I was like, holy shit! In of itself, it's fucking.
Someone's
cool.
finally expressed what's going on in your head.
Those moments in "I Need Help Immediately" and
Gecgecgec.
the sparseness with the like sampling or referential things is what I liked the most, and that was what surprised me. It wasn't the super dubsteppy thick referential things that I was expecting. The like sparseness and having like a single thing go to the random next thing to the random next thing but still carry is what was like, whoa. Why does my brain accept that as a thing that works?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is it the voice leading?
That's how it works.
I think it's the functional harmony.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. Which, incidentally, comes from voice leading.
Oh, well, okay. So, yeah, it's got to do...
We don't have the time for that, baby.
We would be so off topic as well.
So, I don't know. It was like... There's so many pop tropes. And I get there's like the nursery style, like rhyme stuff and all that kind of stuff. But it kind of... I don't know.
It's better than pop. I can give it that. That's for certain.
Like to take a certain example, so a lot of the samples that they use, really, really generic, and they're used all through pop. But rather than having them buried in the mix like they normally are,
they're right in your fucking face.
Right in your face, bare by itself. Like you just hear like this fucking snare drum that's just like yeah, and it's like fucking hell. And it
did
actually,
the anvil too.
Yeah. And it was amazing to hear it. Because like I haven't heard that stuff since I was like messing around on fucking MIDI samples by myself. You know, it's like
stupid
it's
horse.
a lot of fun. I'm gonna sure.
Stupid horse. It sounds like a YouTube video from like the late noughties, like early teens.
Yeah.
Like it just sounds like it's, got the terrible like hand-drawn animation that like matches up.
But then
leave Kiss Chasey out of this. You leave them alone. They did nothing wrong.
You're the one who you got a bone to pick with Kiss Chasey, do you?
No.
You're the one who brought them up.
What do you mean that me associating them with terrible hand-drawn animations?
I actually don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna have to find this out.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I think it's a great place for pop to be going. Just straight up.
I agree with that.
I don't know if this is where pop is going though.
It's where this is going.
Yes.
Well, okay, where this is going, it's great.
Pop isn't going this way. Okay. This is a reaction to pop, it would seem. It's like...
Is that what's going on?
I think so.
That's what I get as of... Like, there's a lot of other stuff going on as well. There's so much going on here.
Yeah.
It generally seems like a response and like a message about overproduction. That's what I'm getting from it.
Right.
And like
it was but I don't know. I'm speechless. I really don't even know where to begin, like how to pick this apart and where I like it.
It's very difficult to talk about and analyze from any standpoint that we are accustomed with because the way that it is made is so...
Every frame is so dense.
So, like, I would never stop you.
I believe. XXX underscore.
XXX underscore.
I underscored would underscore never stop underscore you.
It's so hard to vocalize. We're just going to have to, like, flash it on screen or something.
Yeah,
because
it's a good one.
No vocally explaining what is happening here.
So there's that trope where you go
it's 2008.
Like you do
it's
the
like
arpeggiation.
Your MSN name.
Yeah.
It is my MSN name actually. It's crazy. They matched it perfectly. So there's like
mine is gecgecgec. Add me.
All right. So in pop, there's so much like there's like an arpeggiated line that like or a trope that they use a fuckload, right?
Do you mean like a synthesizer background thing?
Yeah.
That just, glosses
Like an
over?
auto
kinda-
synth arpeggiator.
Yeah,
Okay,
like that.
okay.
And it was super cool to hear that effect happen, but have the vocals treated to that. And like that kind of right at the end of that song, there was like this, I don't know, like arpeggiated auto-tuned vocals over glitch hop. And it was so abrasive and like offensive, and someone's just going wild on the synth with vocals.
It was offensive.
It was a, I don't know, it was a fresh, like, fun take on that trope that's been done to death.
This album is generally fresh takes on bored tropes, and it's also at times a random collection of nonsense noises.
Is
Which
that
were the
not
best
everything
part.
that
Yeah.
qualifies you?
It's fine. I have nothing against nonsense.
So where were your big issues again?
Maybe I don't have big issues.
I think he just doesn't like it.
No, I don't. I do
Well,
like it, but
You're ambivalent. You just don't
like,
really
if I
care.
say I like it, then you're gonna vote against me at the end of the month. And I don't like. And I really liked Glaive.
It's alright, you're allowed to like Glaive more than
And,
this.
There's so many weird. This album's come from all over the world. Like I would never stop. You got that out of it. I got like it sounded to me like a Bass Hunter. Do you remember Bass Hunter
Yeah.
from 2006?
Yeah.
For those of us at home who don't know Bass Hunter,
He's like this Swedish.
I
like,
think he's sweet. I don't know.
techno video game but I don't fucking know. He made some stuff.
Just a
Right.
bunch of like tracks.
Yeah,
Like kind of like
it's Euro techno. Like
Yeah.
you know das Germans in the discotheque.
I literally couldn't name a single song, but like I feel like he's one of those dudes where you'd play him and I've almost definitely heard one of his songs. At least one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, it just reminded me of that shit, and I was like, man, there's so many, like, you could compare this to so many different things, and like say that it's taking the piss out of so many different things, if it is.
Well, again, big Crystal Castle vibes.
Okay,
yeah.
And that whole like electronic movement, like it's harkens to that a lot in this kind of really cool pop way that made it.
Before we
Different.
pursue that, what if it's not taking the piss?
Well, in that case,
What if it's taking itself super seriously and this is just, I create music in this way and this is how music should sound?
this is how music should sound. Well,
Tim flashes back to the.
it's
Without it being satirical of other things, is it as enjoyable? Is it as fun?
yeah. Oh yeah, I would listen to this over most pop things any day of the week.
Even if it
It's
wasn't
even
referential.
Thursday. Yeah, like it is more pleasurable to listen to. It's more fun, more exciting, more. This might be something that you get sick of quicker. That might be an interesting thing. You wouldn't,
Right.
But
I mean, it depends because the songs are over so quick that you're onto the next thing, referencing the next thing.
true, it is only 23 something minutes long.
And I can't for the life of me again remember and pinpoint like this happened in this song and have a sound in my head. Like it's all just referencing stuff I already know but in a new way, and then it's over so fast that I can't like. It's not like here's this section, I'm going to play it 3 times and you associate it with that song. Like I would need to re-listen to these a few times to delineate things.
It's the only one I know. It's the only
Except for
one I know.
maybe ringtone because
Oh man,
Got his own ringtone.
I
it's the only
fucking
one I
love-
know. I fucking love
that was so cute. I love that song.
Yeah, because like I feel like I can. Maybe you're right. I think I can remember songs, but maybe I'm just hearing the general sound of like.
trap beats.
like, although again,
The beat in every song.
the beat in every
Trap
song.
beats,
Are
man.
we gonna touch on that? The fact that there's the beat,
But
which
again,
is,
that's just satirizing the fact that it's everywhere in pop.
is
Is
it
it?
satirizing or is it just?
Well, again, we're assuming that it's satirizing, but If not, then it's just leaning into
It just
the
sort of leans
popular
into it.
trope that is
Yeah.
the it thing.
Yeah.
Because the other beat that it had a lot, like a fair bit of, was like dubstep beats.
Yeah.
Like it had the dubstep drop with the do kind of stuff.
Yeah. And get to you. And it was like clearly a sample, and they like affected it as well. So it kind of had that kind of like radio sound, like whatever. And then they went into like really, did they go really fucking heavy in that song? No, there was a song where
There was one where it's like a doomcore breakdown at the end.
yeah,
Yes.
what
That
was
was
that?
That was 800 decibel cloud.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was early on.
That was, I think that's my favorite song.
Really? The song for which I wrote that it like treats peaking as an aesthetic.
Yeah.
I mean, peaking is an aesthetic choice in music these days. It's no longer an error.
Yeah, but that's just the same. You think of someone like Hendrix with the open kind of distortion from amps and stuff, and I think there's Van Halen song where he rubs like a beer can on the springs on the back of the guitar. Like, it's unpleasant sounds, but used in musical ways.
Well, like that's how distortion started, right? Like in the 60s, or maybe it was the 50s, they started to get knives and just cut, like slash the
Speakers.
yeah, the speakers, and it would give you the distortion.
Right, so we've been peaking audio, and that's been an issue for decades, and now it's a thing that people
It's a
do.
production tool.
Yeah.
I would say like, yeah, because like again, Glaive did the same thing where
Yeah.
there's that peaking, but then it's not actually peaking because it's down in the mix and
Yeah.
it's not destroying your speakers necessarily.
It might have.
Yeah, no, that especially the ending where it was like they were screaming, or maybe they were doing like a croaky voice and then distorting
Yeah.
it, like fucking cool. I
I
haven't
think
heard that
there
sort
were
of
things
effects
that
before.
were like,
I didn't like that.
I think the harmony and samples
didn't like that
that were
song at all.
being used were like reminiscent of like metal, and then the vocals were, I think, nonsense that again were like reminiscent of like metal screaming,
Yeah.
but it was like imitating the aesthetic without actually, you know,
Doing it?
doing it.
It was cool.
It
I don't
was
know.
cool.
I like. We've been doing Vinyl Tap for a while, and and it's like, I think what are we like? We've done
72.
yeah, so like
71.
60 albums or something like
Yeah.
that.
Not quite that.
Oh
many.
yeah, and like hearing just like sounds that I'm super familiar with done in a really new way is wild. It's
Yeah.
like I feel like I've heard most of the sounds that have happened in this album through other albums we've done on Vinyl Tap, but then like
Nowhere near this
Right.
context.
nowhere
So
near
it's
this context or anything like that. It's
Certified
wild.
Fresh by Habibi.
Yeah.
The naming of the songs is a little all over the place.
Gec to you. Come on. What's wrong
Reusing
with that?
Gec, I like. No, I actually like the names of most of these songs.
Which ones are
I feel like I Need Help Immediately stands out because it's all capitalized.
I loved that. I loved
but
that. It's,
when I say all, I mean like the first letter of the word,
yeah,
not
it,
the
it's
entire
felt like a
word.
normal song title.
Yeah, whereas I feel like they should have like steered into it more and just capitalized everything.
The whole song title.
Yeah.
Like it's someone screaming, I need help immediately.
Yeah.
Nah.
Because
I don't know about
like
that.
everything else is lowercase minus the MSN MySpacey XXX at the
everything
beginning
yeah,
of
but
the
everything
words.
else could arguably be a song, whereas I think I Need Help Immediately is the least
Song.
a song.
I feel like gecgecgec
Gecgecgec has a song in it.
It has a song
at the
in it
end.
though at the end, whereas like I Need Help Immediately, like it looks like it's kind of gonna be a normal song, and then it's a fever dream. And I'm pretty sure there's Wii music in there. Like
I had like Super Mario Brothers. I think there was the coin sound in there.
yeah, I kind of like that, to be perfectly honest.
Proving the the genius of Gecgecgec using music theory.
Yeah, what a tough thing to do. Let's analyze it from Western Harmony. Hooray!
What was that jazz bit? That was incredible. There was like this full like harmonically complex jazz moment, and then it was gone. And we were like into like this dubstep, and then a pop ballad featuring Pachelbel's Canon.
Sounds good.
It was awesome.
Favorite songs? I think you just mentioned yours, Beebs.
800,
Yeah, honorable mention to Gecgecgec, but I've lost you. Where are you?
800 decibel cloud.
800 decibel cloud.
Me? I really liked gecgecgec.
Yeah.
I think maybe if I re-listened, I might agree
Not.
with you. No, agree that 800 decibel
I
cloud.
might not like any of it.
No, because I think the weird sparseness caught me off guard with 800 decibel cloud.
Right.
But then when it came back in gecgecgec, I was like, fuck yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like if
I can
I
appreciate
re-listen to
that.
800 decibel cloud again, I might like it more than gecgecgec.
I mentioned earlier that I really liked Ringtone. That's my favorite song on the album. I also really like Stupid Horse for mostly the same reasons.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd bring out a dishonorable mention to the most popular song on the album, Money Machine, which we haven't talked about at all.
Right.
I kind of want to talk about it then. Why is it a dishonorable mention?
I just thought that, like, I disagree with the public's treatment of it as the most popular song on the album. I really think that it's nowhere near the best song. I understand that it probably has quite the marketability.
Okay.
But I think Stupid Horse is, like... I'd be way happier with that as a lead single.
Really?
I actually think Money Machine was my least favorite song on the album.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think...
And, like, that's a song with... It's an album with tracks as, like, potentially polarizing as I Need Help Immediately and Gecgecgec.
Yeah.
And Money Machine, I would still say, is the worst song on it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's,
did
I don't know
not
if it's
care
the
for it.
worst, because it was... I really liked how they were distorting the vocals. Like, it was just fully overdriven. It was, like, again, Crystal Castles, and it just had, like, all of those elements that I love about...
I feel like
that
it
music,
seared too
like-
hard into the like T-pain levels of auto-tune, and for
Yeah.
something that's so short, I feel like it was the most repetitive out of all the songs.
That's fair enough. Not Hand Crushed by a Mallet? That wasn't the...
I don't think so. I think Money Machine was the most repetitive, and
No, Hand Crushed by Mallet had quite a bit of textural, timbral variation.
Yeah.
I think that
Is that starry synth in different ways?
unusually, like for music in general, but I think for this style, the repetition kind of detracts from it rather than adding to it.
Yeah, I feel like this is a movement and a genre that benefits from, like, immediate contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
And I think
agree
that's
with that.
probably why I Need Help Immediately and Gecgecgec stand out so much. Is just because, like, we're going, move on, change.
So really, it's a dishonorable mention to the public for liking Money Machine.
Yeah.
the most.
Yes.
Have better taste. You're watching Vinyl Tap. Have better taste.
Click above to find out what else we've listened to this month.
Click below to support the artist we just listened to.
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.